Okay, kids, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well and enjoying the quarantine with your families. Today I bring for you the next pages for these weeks of work outside of the school. So we will enter again the Logcompass topic 3. Then when we click on the topic 3, we have the same menu, so we click on Contents and then click on Reading Text. We will see this page where they say we will start understanding characters in a story. I want you to pay attention to these and check what they say here. When you read a story, try to form an impression of each character in your mind. Ask yourself, why is this character so important? What does he or she say? How do other characters react to this person? Yeah. So if you check the page a little bit lower, you will see that you have the listening file, then a couple things. Describe these characters, Celestine and her husband, and Isabella and Angelo. Then, share which is your favorite character and why. Now I will show you the characters in the illustrations. We have here the Countess, her husband, all the people in the exposition, and the piece of art which was a big elephant, big and colorful elephant. This is the reading that we are going to make, and this is the same reading that is on the audio file. So what you gotta do is click on the audio file and then scroll down to follow the reading.
Track 26.
The most fabulous art competition. One morning in November, Countess Celestine de la Heredin was walking around her very grand living room. "I am so bored," she said. "I want to do something really fun." Suddenly, Celestine had a brilliant idea. "I know! Let's have a fabulous art competition here in the palace. I have excellent taste, you know." Her husband was sitting on the bright yellow sofa. He looked at the pink walls. He looked at his wife in her purple and orange dress. "If you like, my darling," he said politely, and he yawned. The next day, Celestine made posters for the great event. All the artists in the country started work. In a small village nearby, Isabella Bellini was working on a sculpture when her twin brother Angelo ran in. "There's an amazing art competition at the palace," he shouted. "Let's send in our sculpture." Isabella frowned. "I'm not sure. You know our elephant is really special." But she changed her mind as Angelo was so excited. Their neighbor, Farmer Marco, took the elephant to the palace on his cart. It was the day of the competition at the palace. Celestine was looking at the entries, lots of paintings and sculptures, big, small, interesting, boring. She said. "Some of this art is pretty good, but it isn't interesting enough to win the prize." Then they came to the elephant sculpture in the center of the exhibition. "What is this?" asked Celestine. "It's so special." Suddenly, the elephant moved. It made a loud trumpeting noise. It was alive. Then it sprayed paint everywhere through its trunk. Everyone screamed. There was paint on the art, on the walls, on the artists, and on Celestine and her husband, too. "What fun! What fantastic colors!" shouted Celestine. The elephant picked up Celestine with its trunk, put her on its back, and ran outside into the street. Everyone followed. "Help! Help! Whose elephant is this? Yelled Celestine. I love it, but please do something. The twins ran to the elephant. They stroked it. It turned back into a sculpture. I award you the grand prize for the most fabulous art, Celestine told the twins. The twins were happy. Celestine was happy. But her husband was really happy. You were right, my darling, he said. You do have excellent taste.
Well, after they finish the reading, you will check again the questions. They say, describe these characters. Describe Celestine, describe her husband, describe Isabella, and describe Angelo. Which is your favorite character and why? Well, I invite you to make these descriptions on the comments of this video or on a notebook or on a Word file, so you can share it with your teachers if you're not in my class. But if you are in my class, I invite you to write down on the comments. Now let's move on to the questions. If you have the books at home, you will see the page and the reading at the same time, but here on the computer we will have to move to the next page. Then we have these questions. Read the story again, write the name of the character or characters. Right here. The first one says, and lived in a small village. What do you think? Well, let me tell you, it was Isabella and Angelo. Isabella and Angelo lived in a small village. Now, think about the number 2. And lived in a palace. That would be the Countess. That would be the Countess Celestine. She lived in a palace. Now, decided to have a competition. Who decided to have a competition? Of course, it was Countess Celestine de Harridan again. On the second one, if you put Celestine and her husband, it's okay too. Now, the number 4. Took the elephant to the palace. Think about it. Who took the elephant to the palace? Remember, he took it in a cart? That's right. It was Marco, the farmer Marco. Now, what about the number 5? It says, was really happy in the end. Who was really happy in the end? Do you remember? Well, if you want to go back and take a look in your books, go ahead. Well, I guess you guessed right. It was the Countess' husband. He was really happy in the end because he discovered that she actually had a really good taste. Now we are going to write more sentences about the characters in your notebooks. Write things that you like, things you didn't like, your opinions about them, if you think they were cool, if you think they were boring, if you think they had good taste. It's up to you. Write your opinions. Now let's move on to the second point of this page. It says, look at the words from the story and circle the correct meanings. We have the number 1, and it says, if you like, my darling, he said politely, and he yawned. Yawned is what you do when you are bored or happy. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's what you do when you are bored. You yawn is that sound we make when we open the mouth when we are boring. That's yawning. Number 2. She changed her mind as Angelo was so excited. This means you have a different or the same opinion. If you change your mind, that means you have a different opinion. Yeah? For example, when your mom offers you strawberry ice cream and you say, yes, yes, mom, I want some strawberry ice cream. And then when your mom goes to the kitchen, to the fridge to get it, you say, oh no, sorry, I changed my mind. I prefer the vanilla ice cream. That means you change your opinion, you have a different opinion. Alright, let's move on to the third point. Then it sprayed paint everywhere through its trunk. The paint came out fast or slowly? Yes, the paint came out fast. It's like when you do with one of those bottles to spray water to your friends in the breaks or even in the classroom, one of those bottles that has like a little spray button. You push it and it throws water in little drops like tss, tss, and then your friends have to clean their faces. Good memories. They were good times. Now the number 4. The twins ran to the elephant. They stroked it. Stroke? What could it be? You do this to an animal to make it angry or calm. What do you think? Yes, that's right. Stroke is when you pet an animal, when you move your hand softly on their fur. You do it to make it calm. Now let's discuss the questions about each character. What is your opinion of this character at first? For example, the Countess Celestine. What was your opinion in the beginning? What about your opinion of her husband, or your opinion about Isabella or her brother? Does your opinion change by the end of the story? Did your opinion about the Countess Celestine change at the end of the story? What does this character think about art? Now, we want to discuss what you learned about art in the story. What did you learn about art? That's another comment that I will accept on the comment section of this video. You can share your opinions, and if you want to reply to your friends in the classroom, go ahead and do it. Let's make it fun. Alright kids, that was the solution for these pages, the 46, 47 and 48. Remember, we have here the characters, the elephant, the husband of the Countess Celestine, Isabella and Angelo. We are missing Farmer Marco, but I guess he will be in your imagination. Alright kids, bye bye for now. I hope you had fun watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, hit the like button and continue participating in these classes. I love you all guys. Bye bye.